Hey there, Karina here, your Lucid Living Coach. This new moon Libra eclipse is a transformational, brand new start that we haven't experienced since 2005. Yes, that's right. Solar eclipse in Libra at 10 degrees hasn't happened since October 3rd of 2005. I appreciate all that like, subscribe, and share and comment. There was lunar eclipse in Libra in 2016 last, okay? Because we did have the North Node in Libra in 2000, I believe that was in 2014 through 16. But we have not had the North Node in Libra since 2004 and 5 and 6, because it's an 18-month cycle and it always blends together. Like we're having Libra and Aries, and we're having Pisces and Virgo mixed in with these 4 eclipses this year in 2024. We just had on September 17th the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is setting the stage for the next 18-month cycle. To close this eclipse portal will be this solar eclipse in Libra on October 2nd, 2024. Think back as to what was happening for you and what had started around 2005, and which maybe is transforming into something different this year, but had this midpoint in 2015, around there. For example, let's say you started dating someone in 2005. That person you ended up marrying, let's say in 2015 or 16, you started experiencing problems. Maybe there was some abuse that started coming out, or infidelity. And now in 2024, you're finally moving forward. That karmic cycle is over. This is the kind of stuff that we're going to see. The planet that's associated with Libra is Venus. Venus is about our relationships, our partnerships, our marriages. It even is our friendships, and it's our money, our abundance. I'm sure that we are feeling a lot of transformations in those areas of our life. Eclipses are known to be malefic by nature, okay? They usually create some kind of chaos and change that is necessary, but it also activates world events, weather disruptions like earthquakes, volcanoes, and tsunamis. Now, the ancient Greeks believed that solar eclipses was a sign of angry gods, and that was the beginning of disaster and destruction. In ancient China, the solar and lunar eclipses were considered to be omens that foretell the future of empires. So that was important for predictions. The solar eclipses occurred when the celestial dragons devours the sun. This is when the moon overshadows the sun. They also believe that the same dragon attacks the moon during a lunar eclipse. It was a tradition to bang drums and pots and pans to make loud noises during the eclipse to frighten the dragon away. Solar eclipses were considered important enough to record in chronicles and are oracle bone pieces of animal bones and tortoise shells, which were probably used for divination. So as you can see, the solar eclipse coming up on October 2nd is a life-changing eclipse, timeline shiftings, and fate-focused eclipse on relationships, money, and our direction that we're going to be heading next. Not only are these changes in our personal lives, but on the bigger stage at hand, we may see our leader shift. We may see more war as these changes are not in the favor of the old reptilian systems. Solar eclipses could also indicate a fallen king or an assassination that might happen, or an attempt, because for some reason people can't get it right these days. Go ahead and take a moment and look at where 10 degrees of Libra is in your natal birth chart. Look at what house and figure out what house that is associated with. This is where you're going to find a lot of shifts and changes, a lot of new. This is a great time for manifestation and setting new intentions in this area of your life. Now, eclipses are based on the moon's nodes, which are currently in Libra and Aries. According to the Hindu mythology, there are unseen planet out there in the form of a head of a serpent called Rahu and Ketu. This is the north node and south node. The head Rahu and the body Ketu, also known as the tail, becomes two entities out of there, circling the sun and earth. These are the deities of eclipses and comets. Rahu is fixated on eating the sun and the moon and will try to catch them and gobble them up. Eclipses come in pairs, a solar eclipse in Libra and the lunar eclipse that happened September 17th in Pisces. Venus is the ruler of this solar eclipse, and it is a feminine energy, which is strong, cooperative, humble, and it serves justice. There's balance and harmony, mutuality. Femininity is open and connected. How well do you relate to others? Libra is the sign of partnerships and relationships connected to contracts like marriage and business partners. Libra is about balancing your needs with the needs of others and is all about harmony and cooperation. Do you consider other people's feelings and their needs and wants, or is it only about your needs and what your feelings are? Where can you be more balanced, as the Justice card in the tarot is associated with Libra? Feminine energy is also in the way that we carry ourselves, the way that we look, and the way that we dress. The image that we present to the world says a lot about us. But it's very important that we embrace and embody the things for the right reasons. Feminine energy has always been associated with makeup, dresses, and heels. But let's say you put on makeup because you feel inadequate if you don't, or you have to put it on in order to feel beautiful. Ask yourself, why do you do these things? Do you enjoy wearing heels or allowing a man to provide for you or wearing makeup? What are your reasons for doing these things? Feminine energy is also about allowing and letting go. During these eclipses, we're being asked to go with the flow of the universe and where it's shifting us. People are leaving our life to make room for the people that are coming in. Situations and jobs are leaving our life to make room for the new things and the new jobs that are being manifested. Because these eclipses are a sign of partnership and relationship, a lot of our contracts are coming to an end, but only because the solar eclipse in relationships and partnerships will come in unexpected and quickly to replace those ones that we had to leave behind. Have trust in the universe that everything is happening and aligning in your favor, regardless of your situation and feelings of loss or loneliness. This is a great eclipse portal to make a vision board, write a love list of all the qualities and traits that you want in your partner and your person that you want to manifest. Eclipses also take lives, not in a scary or fear-mongering way. It's just the cycle of life. I believe that eclipses are portals to different universes. And sometimes our souls want to go out through those portals to these universes. And that's why some people dip out and leave our lives sooner than we expect. Unexpected events like death are arranged contracts with our soul, our evolution, and our karmic past. The aspects with this new moon, solar eclipse in Libra, is conjunct the South Node in Libra. So we're letting go of old past relationships and healing through those relationships, as well as letting go of how we interact with our relationships going forward. We have changed a lot, and now our relationships have to change. Maybe we have outgrown certain friendships or relationships or partnerships. Maybe we've lacked in boundaries, appeasing others to maintain peace or accommodate other people. Or maybe we've been the opposite, where everything has been about our needs and our desires, where now it's kind of time to include others into asking what they are needing and wanting. Either way, we're having to release an old way of relating and have the much needed conversations about our relationship needs, boundaries, and how each person can contribute to the happiness of the other, creating a more balanced, loving, and supportive relationship. Last eclipse in Libra is the one that's happening October 2nd. Now, this is closing an 18-month cycle. It's also wrapping up a 6-month cycle of eclipse energy and starting the new 6-month cycle of eclipse energy. Also, it's setting this new standard going forward that we're finally wrapping up after 19 years. There's new ways that we want to navigate our relationships and also how to hold ourselves. The sun and the moon will be square over to Mars in Cancer. Now, the solar eclipse in Libra, squaring Mars in Cancer can stir up themes of conflict in relationships and personal assertiveness. We might feel a push and a pull between wanting harmony and facing aggressive or defensive responses. We can be protecting ourselves and going about ways in communication sideways. And we really want to be more direct and mature on how we express these emotions. Expect heightened emotions, particularly regarding boundaries and home life. It can bring challenges in communication, leading to misunderstandings or impulsive reactions. Use this energy to reassess your relationship and assert your needs thoughtfully. This is also a time to embrace change, even if it feels uncomfortable. Mars is square over to Chiron in Aries. This is opposing, not directly, indirectly opposing this new moon eclipse. There are a lot of woundings around our ego and our identity and who we are now. And because Mars is in Cancer, we may experience tensions between our emotional needs and our desires for assertiveness. This aspect can bring unsolved wounds to the surface, particularly around issues of vulnerability and self-assertiveness. You might find yourself feeling defensive or reactive, especially in personal relationships. Expect challenges in expressing anger or frustration in healthy ways, as emotions can clash with the desire for independence. It's a good time to focus on healing old wounds, but be mindful of how you communicate your feelings. Channeling this energy into creative outlets or self-care can be beneficial. How are you planning to navigate this? There is a big water trine involving Mars in Cancer, Saturn in Pisces, and Venus in Scorpio. This creates a harmonious flow between these planets. Emotional, intuitive, and deep. Getting and digging deep within our emotions, our traumas, and our desires in our relationships. So, some things associated with this water trine is emotional resilience. You might find it easier to navigate feelings and expressing them constructively. We definitely want to focus on that. Supportive relationships. So there's potentials for strong, nurturing connections. Venus in Scorpio enhances the intensity, but intimacy and loyalty, which also helps foster deeper bonds. We're also looking at discipline with meditation, self-reflection, and letting go of control. Intuition and action, as Mars is in Cancer, drives you to take action based on your feelings. Take a balanced, productive approach on asserting your feelings using emotional intelligence, reaching deeper into intimacy, these issues around fully allowing the relationship to revolve and being vulnerable. But overall, this grand trine encourages a harmonious integration of expressing emotions, intimacy in relationships, self-reflection, authentic action, and deeper connections, providing opportunities for healing and growth. There is a lot going on with this eclipse. There will be some unexpected transformations happening that maybe we weren't expecting. And so our challenge is going to be releasing and letting go and flowing with these new changes, with these new experiences and information that we're getting. I'm going to read the inside degrees for Libra at 10 degrees. It's about a hand with perfectly manicured long nails. Personality cultivated as charm. The style and the stance of one who puts out an image and curls the soul under, taking advantage of favorable currents to express popular and safe qualities. Trying our utmost to feel good within the commonly agreed upon atmosphere and allowances. Holding yourself back into what is instantly acceptable, familiar, and comfortable. Lost in the swirling patterns in the dance. Borrowed masks take over. Buying time by appeasing the crowd. You dream idly of something better than this, but are drawn to make the way things are wonderful and ideal in a static perfection, which is a tight fit and gives you an overlay of social programming. This colors everything and characterizes you as the fulfiller of the occasion and nothing more. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the card readings to get further clarity. I will be pulling from my first oracle deck that I just got out. I'm really excited to revisit again because I'd put it away, but now it's out to play. The first card out is At Day's End, Rest, and Focused on the Heart Chakra. Well, isn't that appropriate? I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. 42. This card is a reminder that rest is a necessary part of life as work is. Your body and mind need time off from the hectic pace of life. Whether you take an hour off during the day to recharge your batteries or a day or week off from work, you need to do this. By running on empty, you are unable to put 100% effort into your work and life. Eventually, your body will manifest symptoms of disease, to force you to take a break. Do not let it get to this stage. Recognize and respect your body's sign of overwork and fatigue. Time off in nature is extremely beneficial to recharge and re-energize your body and mind. Create a tranquil sitting area under a tree in your garden and spend a peaceful hour sitting grounded to Mother Earth each evening instead of sitting in front of the TV, computer, or iPad. When you take a break from work or situation, you're able to view from a different perspective. It is only when you step away from your life that you can truly see your own accomplishments. Yes, I like that one. And then the heart chakra. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. The heart chakra is linked to air, love, self-acceptance. The name is Anahanta and means unstuck. The colors associated with it are green and pink, and it is situated in the center of the chest. This card has appeared to ask you to look at all your relationships in your life, including the relationship that you have with yourself. Only by loving yourself and unconditionally accepting your own truth can you show genuine love to others. Get to know and communicate with your inner self. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Understand where your insecurities come from. Learn to accept yourself for who you truly are and do the same for others. Do not judge or criticize them. Put yourself in their shoes to understand their situation. We are all different and yet so different. By showing empathy for others, you will find common ground with them. You do not have to agree with everything everyone says. Simply allow them their point of view. By allowing love and understanding to be the basis of all dealings you have with people, you will find that others will be more tolerant and understanding of who you are, and you will be able to build loving, lasting relationships. And let's see, let's do a Gaia Oracle. We can do an animal spirit, and then I'll close with the tarot. How about that? All right. Gaia. Purification, emotional cleansing, and rejuvenation. Card 32. This card signifies healing and rejuvenation, which comes as a result of emotional cleansing. In the coming days, you may experience some emotional turmoil. Deep feelings that you thought you had already dealt with or previously resolved resurface seemingly out of nowhere. Do not be concerned, for a profound healing is taking place. And at the end of this process, you will feel all the better for it. The lady featured on the card emerges from the deep waters of her emotions into the light of a new day. Emotionally cleansed and rejuvenated, she is now ready to move fully into her power, free of emotional baggage that she previously carried. The affirmation for this card is, I allow all unresolved issues, feelings to surface. I give thanks for the healing that is taking place. I'm emotionally cleansed, I am free of emotional baggage, and I release all that no longer serves me. And yes, this is the energy of this full moon solar eclipse in Libra. Conjunct the South Node, we might have some old relationships resurface, okay? They're coming back not to haunt us or not to relive the relationship over again, but to learn something. There's obviously still like something there that might need to be resolved so we can move forward in our new relationships. So now I will pull from the Animal Spirit Guide deck. See what's going on. Okay, so stop complaining and focus your attention on the blessings in your life. Oh, we got the platypus. The platypus. Let's see what the platypus has to say. The platypus. Such a funny name. Complaining about this or that is a way to blow off steam. which can be healthy to a degree, but ultimately it isn't very helpful for you or anyone around you. Lift yourself up no matter what your present life circumstances are. Face the day head on and notice which thoughts you tend to put most of your attention on. However, the nature of those thoughts, the consequences manifest not only in your feelings, but eventually in the world around you. Power flows wherever your attention goes. So power is life force or spirit. When your attention is focused on negative thoughts, negative experiences result. So whenever that you notice that you're repeatedly attending a negative thought, practice shifting your attention to thoughts of gratitude. Consider the blessings in your life. What are the things that make you happy? You may find a discrepancy between what makes you happy and what you're doing in your life right now. If that's the case, choose to alter one or the other. Either change your life and start doing what makes you happy, or change your thinking to enjoy whatever is happening in the moment. It's up to you. So that is a good card. All right, let's get into the tarot. I'm going to pick a crystal card real quick. Crystal card. Which one? I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one. The Bumblebee Jasper. Ooh, Leo Sun. Pollination, willpower, new ideas. Sting like a bee, Bumblebee Jasper enhances creativity and helps to pollinate ideas, bringing them to life. The stone gives off a fighting spirit, having been formed in a volcano and containing a strong earthy energy that connects with the willpower of the solar plexus. Bumblebee Jasper also assists in alleviating allergies, soothing irritations, and nurturing one's overall health. Bumblebee Jasper encourages you to create a buzz, to let yourself be seen and heard for who you are and what new projects you're working on. Take pleasure in your gifts. Ooh, that was a good one. And I'm a Leo Sun. Look at that. All right. I'm going to pull here a tarot for the Radiant Wild Atlantis, navigating our inner desert dreamscapes for this new moon solar eclipse in Libra. We got a card. We have the Moon card. Oh my God. Major Arcana. What does the Moon card have to say? Well, there is some Pisces energy because we just had the Pisces full moon eclipse. Dark of night, depth illusion. The moon invites you into the depths of the unconscious, personal and collective. The moonlight that helps you navigate the raw and infinite landscapes of your inner world may be faint. So let your intuition illuminate the darkness. Keep an open mind to receive serendipity, subtle sparks of inspiration, and symbols. All mediators from the subtle realms. Dreams inform reality. If your ego is resistant to fading through these waters and blocks you from navigating them, it's because it wants to protect you. However, unwarranted, acknowledge these intentions and thankfully decline. Courageously venture into your deep inner work. For only when you you dismantle unhelpful internal tendencies stemming from the past pain. By understanding that past traumas are no longer relevant to your current experiences, you can prevent unresolved emotions from running the course of your life. Confront your demons. Perhaps they only crave your loving attention. Dissecting your shadow self will ultimately connect you to your light. Often confusion accompanies the moon. In the dark of the unknown, some things may not be what you think they are. Be intentional in what and whom you trust. That investigate further when something seems too good to be true. Oh, that's so true. This astrology is totally saying that, because we're not seeing things clearly because Neptune is involved. And there's a South Node letting go and embracing these new cycles that are happening, because eclipses are unexpected changes and shifts. Whether that's, towards the direction that you hope for or the direction away from what you hoped for. But then after, you'll realize that the direction that you ended up going in is the best one for you. And that just will come later. So it's understanding, letting go, and allowing these shifts and changes to guide you, and know that it is leading you to the best destination. Even if we're not getting what we thought we wanted, we will eventually get what we want, just in another direction or another way of getting there. So the radiance tip for this card is, on the next full moon, hold a moon ceremony. Make moon water, draw a tarot card, and set your intentions. Ooh, okay. I'll do that. I like doing that. And that is all I have for you, you guys. Make this a very fruitful and emotionally healing time. When you're ready, you're ready. This, new moon solar eclipse in Libra is really gearing us to be ready for these changes in our relationships. If we've been scared, dragging our feet, or we have fears around things not working out or people because of the past, this just needs to be let go. It's time to step in deeper into our relationships. And if you just know that it's not the right situation or person for you, that you're not happy, then it is just time to let it go and move on. And know that the universe has that perfect someone for you. So with that being said, have a great new moon eclipse, and I will see you on the next video. If you'd like to join, the next Paint and Sip will be October 20th at William Welch Tasting Room, downtown Martinez. It's going to be a costume party. I'm so excited. I'm going to do a costume contest with prizes. And we might have some available charcuterie boards, like this woman that reached out to me on Instagram. She makes these wonderful charcuterie boards that are so beautiful, decadent, and looks very tasty. If you are interested in that, we might be having that special guest. So I hope to see you there. Tickets are on sale on my Eventbrite. If you want a discounted ticket, you buy early, or you can Venmo me $55 at Lucid Living Coach. Do it before it raises to 65. So I will see you on the next video, podcast, or Paint and Sip.